Hey everyone, Jonathan here. It's the day after the drift event. I just wanted to real quick make this part of the video just as some sort of dialogue. I just wanted to say that the car did great. The day before I did the transmission fluid and the differential fluid, even though I did that about 1,000 or 800 miles ago, but I wanted to do it before this drift event because it has one drift event on the fluid and just driving around town, so I wanted to be safe. And the only thing that I lost was this, which is the plastic cover, just the surround. It was actually kind of protecting the front of the power steering cooler. It just, one of the clips got rubbed off from the tires, I guess from full lock or something. So I'm gonna put that back on, maybe zip tie it back on or something. Yeah, the car did great. I drove it down. I did the event all day, as you're about to see, and then I drove it back and I go down to Atlanta. There's always some kind of traffic. And this time, instead of taking an hour and a half to get from the track home, it took 5 hours. There was literal non-moving traffic on the interstate. And so I had this on the road for technically 5 hours at idle. And I actually pulled off on the interstate and just sat there for a little while and then got back on. And then turns out the whole interstate was closed. It was due to a petroleum spill. So I had to get off the interstate, go down a back road. It took forever to get home, literally 5 hours. But the car did absolutely great. This car is actually still for sale. Just for whatever reason, no one has bought it yet. And luckily, I drove home on the drift spares. You can't really see, but the tire's flat because I was expecting it to take an hour and a half to get home, not 5 hours. After this event, I mean, I've only ever done 2 real drift events, this one being the second. And the car is so easy to drive. It almost drives itself. This car would be better with a little bit more power. I am running very cheap used 215/50s that I got from my local tire shop, and they actually want to like sponsor me or whatever and give me tires at price. So that's cool, but I'm actually moving soon, so that sponsor is kind of useless because I'm not going to be in town anymore. You know, after 2 events, you can see in this video that a couple of times I went full lock and I just literally ran out of grip. It just wouldn't grip anymore. So I think the car originally from Japan came set up with 235s on these, if you can see that, and 225s. So I think having the 225, 235s would give it a lot more grip, especially in the rear with some good tires. But yeah, like I said, this car's still for sale. Hopefully, you know, someone will eventually buy it. And after this drift event, you know, I feel really comfortable. I did some tandeming with a white RX-7, which you'll see in this video. And you know, the car just did great. One thing before the last event is I checked the e-brake before this event. I checked the e-brake because I felt kind of like a brake rub. And whenever I pull the e-brake, it's kind of making kind of some weird sound. Like right when you do the e-brake. So I adjusted the e-brake out and that actually fixed it. I think I just had the e-brake shoes adjusted in too much. But just so I wouldn't have any issues whatsoever, I didn't use the e-brake at all at this event, just because I didn't want to have any issues because I had to drive down there and drive back, and there's no way to be towed back home or anything if something goes wrong. So, and after this event, I feel really comfortable, even though I've used some crappy tires. But I might want to eventually try to do some type of competitions, preferably not in this thing because I would like to sell it. And there's no roll cage or anything, so that would be money. And this car, I think, does need more grip and more power and more angle modifications. But yeah, enough rambling. It's been 5 minutes. Here's the video. One thing is, most of the video I had the camera mount down here, so sadly a lot of the track is kind of just the steering wheel. But towards the end of the day, which is in the beginning of the video, I had the camera up here, which gives a better view. So yeah, that's it.